Hello, I've come back with another tutorial, and as usual I'm not going to take a lot of your time. The size we are making is a size for a toddler, and for a toddler size you will need it's going to, at the end of it, when we finish, the size will be 3 inches wide and 16 inches in circumference. Then for a child it will be 4 inches wide and 18 inches in circumference. So I'm going to give you two sizes, for a toddler, like that small baby, and then for a child who has grown a bit, maybe like from 4 years going up there. Yeah, they can be fitting those sizes. So without taking much of your time, I'm using a 4.5mm hook. Yeah, it's a 4.5mm hook, and then I'm using a scissor because I'll need it to cut my yarn. Let us begin. I'm making a slip knot. After making a slip knot, those who are making for a toddler, we are going to chain 75. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are making 75, and if you're making for a child, for you, you're chaining 85. So I've made it to the end, and I have chains 75. If you're making for a child, then for you, you're supposed to be having a chain of 85. Now we are going to our round one. Now round one, I'm going to chain one more, and then I'm going to go here and I make, remember the reason as why I've chained one, I don't want to reduce on these 75 chains. So I'm going to go in this back loop, or the back bump, this way. Don't chain from here but this side, and you make a single crochet. And then you're going to continue with single crochets all round until we reach at the end. So for that one who is making for a size of a toddler, you will have 75 single crochets, and that one who is making for a child, you will have 85 single crochets. So let us continue like that, and I'll meet you at the end to show you what we need to do. I'm sorry about my light, it's not that clear. Kindly bear with me. So let me meet you at the end. Now I've reached at the end and I have 75 single crochets. Make sure that you who are doing a child size, you have 85 single crochets. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to slip stitch to my first single crochet this other side. I have to first make sure that it's all facing on the same side. Yeah, so this is the way it is. Now I'm going to single crochet, to slip stitch rather, on this first single crochet. So I'm making a slip stitch here. Now it's round. Make sure your work is non-twisted before you proceed. If it is, unravel the slip stitch, untwist it, and slip stitch again to join. The chain ring will look big, but will shrink as you add more rings. Yes. So I'm going to row 2. On row 2 we are going to chain 3. On row 2 we are chaining 3, 1, 2, 3, and this counts as a double crochet. So we are all doing the same, even if you're doing for a child, even if you're doing for a toddler, we are doing the same thing. So after that, you're going to double crochet in the same stitch where the chain 3 was. So here I'm putting a double crochet. After that, you're going to chain 1, and we make 2 double crochets in the next stitch, which is this one. So in this next stitch we are doing a 2 double crochets, 1 and 2. After that, we are skipping the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, we are skipping them, and then we are making 2 double crochets in the next stitch. This one here, we are putting 2 double crochets there, 1 and then 2. Chain 1, 2 double crochet in the same stitch, 1 and 2. I'm showing you once again. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, go in this one, make 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 1, make 2 double crochets. Let me show you again. Skip 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, you go in this next one, you put a 2 double crochet, chain 1, 2 double crochet in the same stitch. So continue like that until you remain with 3 stitches at the end, and I'll meet you there to show you what we need to do on our next row. So I've reached at the end of row 2, and then I'm going to slip stitch here. After slip stitching, I'm now going to chain 3 and turn my work, 1, 2, 3, and then turn. When I turn my work, I'm starting row 3. I'll just slip stitch here on top of this double crochet, and after slip stitching, I'm going to make a front post single crochet here. I'm making a front post single crochet, and then after that I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, and then make a V-stitch in this chain space. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. And after that, I'm going to front post double crochet in this next double crochet. I'll make a front post double crochet, and then I'll skip 2 double crochets, which is 1 and 2, and I make a front post double crochet here. After that, I'm going to make a V-stitch in the chain space here. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, then I'll make a front post double crochet here, and after that I'm going to skip 2 double crochets, 1 and 2, And after skipping them, I'm going to make a front post. I'm skipping the last double crochet here and the first double crochet, then I'll make a front post double crochet on this next shell. Then I make a V-stitch, that is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then I make a front post double crochet here. Let me show you the last time. You're skipping this double crochet and the next double crochet, then you go here and you make a front post double crochet. Then you go here in that very chain space and we make double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, then a front post double crochet here. Then I skip this double crochet and the first double crochet here. I make a front post double crochet here in the next stitch. Then in that very chain space I make a V-stitch, which is a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Then I go to the next double crochet, I make a front post double crochet. Front post double crochet. I hope you got me well. You skip this double crochet, you skip this one, then you go on this one, which is on this chain space. You make a front post double crochet, then you go in this very chain space, you make a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. You go in this next stitch, you make a front post double crochet. So that's what you're going to do until you reach the end, and I'll meet you at the end to show you what we need to do next. I've reached at the end of row 3, and now I'm going to slip stitch here on top of this chain 3 where we started from, and then I'm going to chain 2, 1, 2, and turn my work. Now when I turn my work, I'm going to repeat row 3. If you're making the same size like mine, of a toddler size, that is a young kid, like starting from 2 years to 3 or 4 years there, then for a child size is they are more, I think up to like around 12. Yeah, so me, I'm making for a toddler size, and I will need to make more 2 rows similar to row 3. But if you're making for a child size, then you're going to make more 4 rows like row 3. So let me show you what we are going to do here. After chaining the 2, then I turn my work. I'm going to slip stitch here. After slip stitching, I'm going to make a front post single crochet here, like that. And after making a front post single crochet, I'll chain 2, 1 and 2. Then I make a V-stitch, and that V-stitch I'm going to make it here in this chain space. So I'm going to make 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. Then after that, I'm going to make a front post double crochet here. And then I'm going to skip the next 2 double crochets, which is this and this. Then I make a front post double crochet here, and then I make a V-stitch in this chain space, which is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and I make a front post double crochet here. So we are totally repeating what we did on row 3. Now I'm skipping 1, 2. I go here, I make a front post double crochet, then I make a V-stitch here, which is double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then a front post, double crochet. So repeat that until you make the rows we have agreed upon. Child, we are adding this one I'm doing, and then the next one I'm doing. For you who is making for a for the toddler, then for you who is making for a child, you will repeat this one plus more 3 rows, which is 4 of them. Then I'll meet you there to show you what we need to do on the last 2 rows. So I've reached here at the end, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to slip stitch on this chain 2 where we started from. After making a slip stitch, I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to skip this double crochet, and after skipping the double crochet, I'll go in the next double crochet and I'll make a single front post single crochet. So I'm skipping this and I'm going in this double crochet and I'm making a single crochet front post. Then after that, I'm going to make 2 single crochet in this chain space here. 1 single crochet, then 2 single crochet in the chain space. Then I'm going to make a front post single crochet in this next double crochet, and then I'm going to skip 2 double crochets. I made 2 single crochets. Then I'm going to make a front post single crochet. Wait a minute, I made, yes, sorry, we made 2 single crochets in the chain space. Then we made after making the 2 single crochets, we went here and we made a single crochet front post, and then after that I'm going to skip the next 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and then after skipping those, I'm going to repeat where we started from. I'll make front post single crochet in the next one, and after making a single crochet front post, I'm going to make 2 single crochets in the chain space, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, and then I make a front post single crochet in this next double crochet, and I skip these 1, 2. When I skip them, then I make a front post single crochet, then I make 2 single crochet in this chain space, then I make a single crochet front post in this next one. So that's what we are going to do until we finish this row. Let me show you one more time. You skip these 2, you go in this next one, you make a single crochet front post, you make 2 single crochets in the chain space, then you make a single crochet front post. I'm showing you the last time. You skip 1, 2, you go in this one, you make a single crochet front post, then you make 2 single crochets in this chain space, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet, then you make a single crochet front post there, then you skip these 2, you go here, you make a single crochet front post, you come inside here, you make 2 single crochets, then you make a single crochet front post. So that's what you're going to do. Let me meet you at the end and I show you what we need to do on the last row. Now I've reached here at the end. So what we are going to do, we are going to slip stitch on this first front post single crochet where we made it, and then after slip stitching, you're not doing anything, we are just turning our work. Now we're on our last row. Now on the last row we are going to chain 1, and when we chain 1, we are going to make 1/2 double crochet in the front loop. So we are making a 1/2 double crochet here in this front loop. we are making half double crochet. So continue like that. You're going to be making half double crochet, chain 1, then half double crochet in the front loop, front loop, then you make half double crochet in these front loops. So we are making half double crochets all across until we reach the end. You're not doing anything, just half double crochets only. Half double crochet, half double crochet in the front loop. So we are doing half double crochets only. So continue like that until I meet you at the end and I show you what we need to do. So I've reached at the end, and here at the end I'm going to just fasten off on the first half double crochet I made here. I'm slip stitching, and after slip stitching I'll fasten off, then I cut my yarn. Yeah, so this is how our ear warmer or headband is looking like. Yes, you can make more and you even sell, or you can gift your loved ones. So this is how it looks like. The pattern came out well and I'm in love with it. So I'm going to just make my work look good, and I'll sew in these ends so that I don't leave them just hanging there. Now I'll just do something simple just to sew these ends in, yeah, before I cut my yarn. Just like that, and I'm done with my work. So I've fastened off, and then I'm going to cut my yarn. So this is the headband, or the ear warmer. It can fit very well. It can fit someone. It can fit a toddler. As you're seeing it, it can fit a toddler. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next tutorial.